Alright, today we got this old 4-speed Hurst shifter, and we got a piece of flat bar. We're going to go ahead and put these together and make a new shifter for the 71 Ford, because I don't have a shifter yet. Let's do it. I figure I'll bring you in here, show you what you're working with. So I already drilled a hole, put a bolt in it, because it's on this T56 upper little stub shaft. It has 2 holes in it, so we'll go ahead and drill that other hole. I went ahead and took my Sharpie. I pre-cut this old Hurst shifter. I know. I felt bad doing it. It was old and rusty, and garbage actually came out of an old stock car, which is cool. It's got this old vintage knob, and I just dig it. So I sat in the truck, figured out what angle I wanted. I think we're going to rock with that right there. We'll pull this out, drill my other hole, so we're good to go. I'll go ahead and cut this all up. We'll tack weld it, throw it back in, see what it looks like. I don't think this is going to be like super crazy, but I think it's going to look super cool. I'm super excited. That's a lot of supers. Let's do it. Step 1 complete. Here's step 2. So like I said, I marked out this radius. That radius is going to match the shifter handle. We're going to bevel that because that's where we're going to weld. I learned my lesson. Please, I say this out loud and people laugh, but then people will remember too. Drill your holes before you cut your piece small. Drill, dry fit it all big. Make sure it's good, then go ahead, cut that, bevel that. I always do everything else, weld it, and then don't have time and mess up stuff. So just pre-drill your holes. Just get it right. All right, let's get this piloted, and then step her up, put it back in, make sure we're good, cut it out, do some welding. All right, and I figured I'd say one other thing. Put a little doobie-doobie on there, save the bit. I really like using impact drill bits, and apparently a lot of people are like, you don't use impacts to drill. Well, they make bits for it, and I actually find that I don't burn them up as much. But shoot me a comment. Do you guys use impact drill bits? Party time. Or is it a silly thing? Because if you haven't tried it, don't knock it. Try it. Man, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is just raining. Cats and puppy dogs out there. We'll get this thing cut, and then we'll do our tack weld. Well, I got this bad boy, got the angle that I think I want. Went ahead and beveled it. Like I said, this is going to go like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, as much as it hurts me, we're going to go ahead and grind this thing and get that ready, throw a couple tacks on it, and then throw it in the truck and see what it looks like. Alright, we'll get this thing in here, and we're going to get it tacked up. I'm going to scratch the shift knob that's severely scratched, because all that scratches is character. We don't want to add any fake character to it. I'll get this bad boy in here. Get it where I think I want it. Throw a couple tacks on it. Fire up the old Clint Eastwood. And give it a zip job. Gonna need that. Alright, here we go, eyeballs. That'll do. Hopefully I did it the right direction, I think I did the angle right. Alright? I think so. Maybe I did it wrong. Did I do it wrong? Let's double check. Might have done. Didn't do it wrong. You guys were saying I did it wrong. I started second guessing myself. Of course I did it right. Buzz this side. We'll get it in, and we'll do a stick shift thing. Zap zap. There we go. Always shut your gas off. How many of you out there, shoot me a comment. Actually, I'm going to leave this glove on. How many people forget to shut their gas off and then just waste $65 or $80, however much it is? It's gone up a lot, but you only have to do it once or twice or 3 times, and then you never do it again. Look at that. That's the way. All right, well, let's get in here, get this shifter handle in. Probably don't need my welding hood on anymore. Put that up there. And yeah, let's try this bad boy out. I am gonna have to cut my boot a little bit, I think, to get it to fit, because this is just like a single hole. But you know, that's really nothing to worry about. I'll get these two bolts on here. We'll give it a couple tugs, see how it feels. It should be good. Like I said, I kind of tightened it up, went through the motions to feel how it was, to make sure when my arm was in the all the way back position, my arm wasn't too far back, like to where it was uncomfortable. Because I mean, the whole point of this truck is obviously it's a street truck, but I'm gonna race autocross in it because obviously that's what we do everything in. And I'd love to road race it. I'd love to do drag racing. So I want this truck comfortable for everything. And I didn't want to just buy a shifter. Like I said, I had this opportunity to get this old stock car shifter. I mean, this thing has a ton of history behind it. It was one of my buddy's dad's. They both raced. And this was a shifter that was in his dad's car for years. It's an old 4-speed knob with a bunch of style on it. But, I mean, that's neutral right there. And that's all the way forward. So even if I had harnesses on, I mean, that's not, it's like perfect. And that's still, for what it is, especially on the old second throw. Whammo! I think that's going to be awesome. New wheel, all this stuff will change. Obviously, like my pedals, there's a ton of stuff that's going to change on this, but I think that's going to be awesome. Boom. Even with these seats, I think it'll be super comfy. Jammer bar in here. I think I'll probably put the jammer bar on this side. So that was kind of the other thing. I didn't want everything super far apart, for you're not going to be looking at what you're grabbing. So I want to be able to have shifter, jammer bar, and I got the old e-brake down here too. We got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe the jammer bar, I don't know, you guys let me know how many people, you guys got like your jammer bar set on the inside of your shifter, so jammer bar then shifter, or is it better to have shifter then jammer bar? Because I feel like you're not going to be shifting a ton. Maybe jammer bar closer? I don't know. You let me know. Hydraulic e-brake. That's what jammer bar is, for anybody that's watching that doesn't know. I like this. I think we take it out. I'm probably going to go ahead and TIG weld it so it looks fancy-dancy. Or as fancy as I can make it. Not that fancy. Don't get your expectations. Bring your expectations back down to here. You see what I'm working with. But it'll look better than it was. And I made it myself for free from a buddy and like $12 in metal. That's a win. It's going to be super cool. I'm excited. Let's do it. That's pretty cool. So I had this little, I don't know, composite flapper wheel thing, and I brushed the whole thing because it was pretty beat up. Well, look at that. I think that looks pretty sweet. What do you think? And obviously I just MIG welded it. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to call it a day. I think I'm going to shoot some clear coat on it so the bottom doesn't rust. Put that bad boy in. She ready to rip. Man, so cool. I think it's cool. I ended up just MIGging it, and I can live with that. I don't know, my question, I think I'm going to grind it all down and then tape it right there and paint the bottom black. Or should I just leave it the way it is? Clear coat it. Eh. All right, well, let me jump in so that way we can give it full mock-up. Like, obviously, when I was in here and I was setting this thing up, I'm sure there's some people thinking, that thing looks way too cricked. Well, the reason it's cricked the way that it is, for one, it has the crick in it, but for two, shoulders against the seat, I wanted something that's first gear. So it's not that big of a reach. The big thing was where the T56 sits in this truck, grabbing second gear or fourth gear, I didn't want to be doing the T-Rex. So that was my big factor there. Is first gear. I can reach for first gear a little bit. You're not reaching out for first, especially doing autocross or driving on the street. It's going to be that second gear, and then set it and forget it. And maybe some third, which that's third. I also need room for when I hook the jammer bar up. I haven't decided where I'm going to put that. I don't know if I want steering wheel jammer bar or shifter then jammer bar. But that was my thoughts on it. We'll see. It might be terrible, but we got to get the truck running before we can see if it actually is good, because I can sit in here and pretend all day long. But with all that said, hope you enjoyed this video. I got more stuff coming on this F100. We're going to get this thing running this year. We're going to do a burnout before this year is done. That is my promise. And then we got a ton of more stuff coming. I got some new projects that you guys haven't seen yet. Always got the Camaro. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of new stuff to that. Some new QA1 suspension, which I'm super excited for. If you haven't seen the unboxing, go check that out. We also have a ton more on this. I got full coilovers for this. So we got some work to do. Thanks for watching. Hit that like. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, we got some interesting stuff coming your way. This little shifter, it's just icing on the cake. Stay classy.